Yes, okay, my dear students. In the previous class, we have explained about paraphrasing. What is paraphrasing and how many steps are there in the paraphrasing, and what are the techniques regarding the paraphrasing? What are the features of paraphrasing? How to write a good paraphrasing? These kinds of all things we have explained in the previous class. But in this class, we want to go about the summarization. Yes, summarization. Do you know what is the meaning of summarization? Summarization means epitomization of the given passage, epitomization of the given text. That means short length. A summary is always shorter than the original, since the idea is to include only the main points of the original work and leave out the irrelevant sentences. That means what is the main idea in the given text should maintain, should truly carry on in the summarizing. But you have to neglect the irrelevant sentences. That means the main idea is there. If you read any paragraph, if you read any text, if you read any lesson, you got some idea. You got some idea means the paragraph is belongs to for on what topic. What is the main idea of the given passage? That is, you have to clearly understand after reading the given passage or the given text. But summarizing means after reading once or twice, then you have some idea on the given passage. Okay, then you have to rewrite the given passage, not exactly, at least half of the length of the given text or one third of the length of the given text. I mean, you read the paragraphs very carefully. You have to know the meaning every sentences, but not to write the every sentences exactly in the summarizing. You have to, omit the irrelevant sentences, unneedable sentences, repeated sentences. But whatever you are writing should be compulsorily around the main idea. Yes. Okay. So, as a paraphrasing, summarizing is also putting down the main ideas of someone else's work in your own words. Okay, summarizing is an extremely useful tool in various ideas, various fields, various places. Okay, it is not possible to reproduce the entire original text. Okay, you know the original text you read once or twice, but in the summarizing, it is not a tradition to write the entire text, original text as usual. Hence, it is necessary to summarize. Summarize means to reduce whatever necessary, whatever need, whatever important, whatever compulsory, these kinds of things. Okay, the original to meet specific needs. It is closely related to note making. You know note making? In your previous classes, you have to learn about the note making and note taking. Yeah. Note making means there is a long paragraph is there. Okay. You read the paragraph once or twice. Okay. Then you have to rewrite at another page, another paper, what is an important task in there, what is very needed to you. That is note taking. Whereas note making is, the speech is there. You are a audience, or you are supposed to listen a speech or a lesson or anything else in the society, in the public dais. Then the speech is going on more than 2 hours. You listen very carefully the speech, but even though you listen very carefully, it is not possible to rewrite the thing same as usual. But what you are doing here, you are doing the exact important sentences. You are writing or you are note down the main points of the given text or main point of the given speech. Yes, if you make the main points of the given speech, it is very easy to reproduce the speech, entire speech, based on the main points. Likewise, that is called note making or note taking. The summarizing session also, the passage or the given original text maintains, of course, 20 lines or 15 lines. But in there is so many repeated lines are there. There are so many unnecessary sentences are there. There are so many irrelevant sentences are there. After reading once or twice, you come to the conclusion that what are very, very important, what are the sentences is very, round the main sentences, main idea. What are the main sentences? Okay, towards round the main sentences. That is, that kind of the main sentences should be written on the white paper. That may be a length of half of or one third of, or little shorter than the original text, the original passage. Thus, a summary is nothing but putting together the main ideas in a note making in the sequentially written form. What is summary? The summary is nothing but the nothing but putting together the main points. What are very needable sentences? What are the very main points in the note making in a proper order, written form. That is called summarizing. A good summary is one which generally is very simple, clear, and well structured. Yes, a good summary is always should be very clear, very simple language, of course, and it is structured, well structured. And then next one, it contains main theme and supporting ideas. So summarizing is always contains the main theme and supporting ideas. It is written in your own words. Maximum you read the given text once or twice. If you read the given text once or twice, okay. If you read the given text once or twice, okay. Hello, Sneha. Hello. Is it audible? Sneha, my voice is audible? Hello? Hello? Are you able to listen my voice?
Yes,
Okay, carry on. So, summarizing is nothing but a small paragraph. Summarizing is, you have given 5 marks topic. What is summarizing means, already we told you, in any paragraph, in any examination, if you have given 20 lines paragraph or 25 lines paragraph or 50 lines paragraph, then you read carefully the given passage once or twice until you have some idea on the given passage. After getting some idea, you have to Note down the main points, only main points, not entire the paragraph. Summary is always shorter than the original paragraph. Okay, it includes only main points. You have to leave or omit the irrelevant sentences. Irrelevant sentences are omitted. Irrelevant sentences are omitted. Okay, so given paragraph lo one third of the given passage. For suppose it is 15 lines, your summarizing maybe 7 lines or 8 lines is enough. What you are writing on the summarizing? In the summarizing, you are writing only main points. Only main points. Only your main points. Only your main points you are writing the summarizing. Summarizing is nothing but the collective of main points. Summarizing is nothing but the collective of main points. Make an order, sufficient order, and written on the white paper. Yes, that is called summarizing. You see, in your examination, the examiner is given one question, summarizing. What you are doing it there? You read the passage twice or thrice. You read the passage twice or thrice and prepare your answer. Only main points. In the paragraph, there is 20 lines are there, of course. You read the passage twice or thrice. Then you note down the important points. Then you rewrite on your answer booklet the important points only. That is called summarizing. You know note making? Note making or note taking. Can you ever heard the word of note making or note taking? Yes, listen. In any meeting, in any classroom, in any public speeches, you are supposed to be an audience. You listen very carefully the lesson. You listen very carefully the speech. Okay, then you have to write some more of important points on the white paper. You have to write, you need not to write entire meeting. You need not to write entire meeting from dawn to dusk. But you are supposed to note down, listen carefully, you are supposed to note down very, very important points. Then you make them together, the main points on your examination answer booklet. Your voice is not clear. You are not in Sneha. Yes, Unipistunda, is it clear? Yeah. So, just you see, in your examination, there is a long paragraph is given. Okay? You read the paragraph once or twice, understand the main points, and rewrite the main points in your answer booklet. Only main points you have to write. For example, your question is 50 lines, your answer is 10 lines or 12 lines maybe. Listen, your question is 20 lines, your answer may be 8 lines or 10 lines or 20 lines. But your answer should be only main points, only main ideas of the given text, only main points of the given passage. You have to leave the unnecessary sentences. You have to you have to omit unnecessary sentences. Unnecessary sentences are omitted. Okay. And a good summary is always very simple, very clear and structured. It contains main theme and supporting ideas. It maximum what I say, entire what you are written should be your own words, your own language, depends on your own knowledge, not exact what is in the given statement, not exact what is there in the given question paper. Read the question paper comprehension, read the paragraph in the question paper, but not to read the same, not to write the same in your answer booklet. You change the sentences, but one thing remember, without changing of its original meaning, without changing of its original meaning. Meaning should be very important. If you change the original meaning, your answer is meaningless. So be careful, be concentrate while reading the paragraph, be conscious while reading the paragraph, then immediately you can write down, note down important points, main ideas, main points in the given text. Then only you have to rewrite the main points at your answer place. Okay. So my dear students, summarizing is nothing but note making. Summarizing is nothing but note taking. Summarizing nothing but important points. Summarizing is nothing but important points. Important points. See, Sneha, ఒక పారా మీకు ఎగ్జామినేషన్లో నిన్న క్లాసుకి మీరు అటెండ్ కాలేదు. ఎస్టర్డే క్లాస్ ఆల్రెడీ ఐ డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ టెక్నిక్స్ ఆఫ్ పారాఫ్రేజింగ్. నోట్స్ ఇచ్చానమ్మా, రాసుకున్నారా? ఆల్రెడీ ఐ హ్యావ్ గివెన్ your notes at your WhatsApp group. Okay, so write carefully and read carefully. అది 4th chapter లో 3rd unit లో అద క్వశ్చన్ అమ్మా. 3rd unit లో దట్ ఈస్ ద వన్ క్వశ్చన్ ఫర్ ద 3rd unit. 3rd unit లో సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే, you see careful this question paper. This is a long paragraph. This is a long paragraph. This is a long paragraph. The question is, summarize the following passage. That's all. Summarize the following passage. 5 marks. Okay. Already I told you 2 questions is required from each unit. Okay. In the 3rd unit you have to write 2 questions. Okay. One question is regarding paraphrasing. One question is regarding paraphrasing. Second question is this is summarizing. Yes, summarizing. There is a long paragraph is given. Okay. Step 1, you read the passage very carefully. If you are understand or not understand, you have to read another time also. Second time also you have to read the question paragraph. After reading it twice or thrice, you have some idea on the given passage. You have some, you can understand the main idea of the given passage. Passage అనేది దేని గురించి ఇచ్చారు? ఓకే, పాపులేషన్ గురించి ఇచ్చారా, పొల్యూషన్ గురించి ఇచ్చారా, మోడల్ లేటెస్ట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ గురించి ఇచ్చారా, కరోనా గురించి ఇచ్చారా, వాట్ ఆర్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్, వాట్ ఆర్ ద పారాగ్రాఫ్ ఇస్ రిగార్డింగ్ అనేది after reading it twice or thrice you can able to understand. Okay, while reading the passage you can note down the main points. While reading the passage you can note down the main points. Okay, ఆ మెయిన్ పాయింట్స్ అన్ని ఎత్తి ఇక్కడ సమ్మరైజింగ్ అనే చోట మనం రాస్తే సీక్వెన్స్గా, వితౌట్ డిఫరెంట్ ఆర్డర్. ఓకే, ఒక సీక్వెన్స్గా, ఒక లాజికల్గా, ఒక మెయిన్ పాయింట్స్ అన్ని కూడా కలిపి ఒక పారాగ్రాఫ్ లాగా రాస్తే దట్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ సమ్మరైజింగ్. అంటే ఇందులో మనం చదివేది నేర్చుకునేది ఏం లేదమ్మా. ఇచ్చిన పారాగ్రాఫ్ని జాగ్రత్తగా 1-2 సార్లు చదివితే మెయిన్ పాయింట్స్ ఏంటి మనకు అర్థమవుతాయి. ఎస్, ఆ మెయిన్ పాయింట్స్ అన్ని ఇక్కడ ఎత్తి ఒక పారాగ్రాఫ్ లాగా రాస్తే మన 5 మార్క్స్ మనకు వచ్చేస్తాయి. అయితే ఇచ్చిన క్వశ్చన్ 10 లైన్స్ ఉంటే మన ఆన్సర్ 4 లైన్స్ ఉండాలి. ఇచ్చిన క్వశ్చన్ 20 లైన్స్ ఉంటే మన ఆన్సర్ 10 or 12 లైన్స్ ఉండాలి. అంటే నాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ సెంటెన్సెస్ what is given in the original text? Our answer is not exact sentences taken from the original text. Our answer is beyond our answer is related to, yes, our own words. Our answer is our own sentences. Our answer is only simple sentences, not to repeat the exact words in the given passage. Okay, ఈ విధంగా రాస్తే we have to gain our 5 marks. Okay, అదమ్మా. సో యూనిట్ 1లో 3 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇచ్చాను, రాసుకున్నావా? యూనిట్ 1లో. యూనిట్ 2లో, ఎస్, యూనిట్ 2లో పారాగ్రాఫ్ స్ట్రక్చర్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇచ్చాను. తర్వాత ఇడియమ్స్ అండ్ ఇది ఉన్నాయి మనకి, ప్రొవర్బ్స్ అండ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్, ఒక 15 ప్రొవర్బ్స్ మెటీరియల్ ఇచ్చాను. నీ దగ్గర మెటీరియల్ లేకపోతే, ఎస్, ప్రొవర్బ్స్. సో యూనిట్ 1 అయిపోయింది, యూనిట్ 2 అయిపోయింది. ఎస్, ఇప్పుడు యూనిట్ 3 ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఓవర్. యూనిట్ 3లో ఒక క్వశ్చన్, ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ పారాఫ్రైజింగ్, టెక్నిక్స్ ఆఫ్ పారాఫ్రైజింగ్ కానీ ఫీచర్స్ ఆఫ్ పారాఫ్రైజింగ్ కానీ ఒక క్వశ్చన్ రాస్తాం. సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ సమ్మరైజింగ్. ఓకే, యూనిట్ 3 అయిపోయింది. యూనిట్ 4 లెటర్ రైటింగ్, అన్నీ చెప్పాను, లెటర్ రైటింగ్. ఎస్, యూనిట్ 4లో సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈ కరెస్పాండెన్స్. సో మనకి వీ హ్యావ్ కంప్లీటెడ్ 4 యూనిట్స్ అయిపోయినాయి. 4 యూనిట్స్ ఇంకా మనకి, ఎస్, వీ హ్యావ్ ఓన్లీ 1 యూనిట్ మోర్. ఒకే ఒక యూనిట్ ఉంది, దట్ ఈజ్ రెజ్యూమ్ అండ్ కరికులం వైటే. ఎస్, రెజ్యూమ్ అండ్ కరికులం వైటే. నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డిస్కస్ ద టాపిక్. ఓకేనా? రైట్. In the next class tomorrow, the same time 3 o'clock, okay, we are going to, better ask your sister, your friend, Shravani. Where is Shravani? Why she is unable to attend the class? Why already so many times she said the same thing lot of times. If it is not working, she better come to your house and listen the lesson carefully. Okay, better ask her and write the notes very carefully. Okay, right? See you in the next class. Yeah. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.